Let's talk about the weather now. Send it over to Jordan. What's going on?
Hey guys, well,
Hey.
We're looking good. Another week of more sun, which I think everybody can get on board with. I know tomorrow we've got a little weak system we'll get through, but other than that, the week is looking very, very solid. I want to start you off with a look at temperatures. Not too chilly, although there will be some spots that get close to freezing. Olympia, I want to point you out at 34 there. That's one of the colder spots I'm seeing. We've got many spots falling into the mid-30s, but it's doable, right? Doable. We still have a little cloud cover out there. Temperatures in Seattle will bottom out in the mid-30s. Tomorrow's going to be a day where yet again we get close to 50 degrees. Now that's the cloud cover, pretty thick all across western Washington. Notice the Cascade Crest really keeping eastern Washington cloud-free currently, and they're enjoying some starry nights. Now out in the distance, we don't have a lot happening within the near future, meaning tomorrow morning, all right? We'll have a mix of clouds and sun early, and then we're going to be watching this front move its way through the area. That cold front technically should be sitting right there. As that storm pushes through, we could have a few showers working their way in midday and into the afternoon. Now, there will be spots that get rain shadow. Not everybody's going to see some precip, but it will be out there. I'll show you the locations in a moment. I do want you to see that we've got temperatures right around that 50-degree mark. We'll start off a little cool, and then, of course, sunshine changing over just flat-out cloud cover. Now, here's a snapshot at 11 in the morning. So just about lunchtime, the areas that will experience some raindrops are going to be along the coast, along the strait. Of course, it's not going to be completely widespread, but it'll be out there. And then from the San Juans up through Skagit and parts of Snohomish County and Whatcom County, you could experience some of that as well. As it moves its way across Puget Sound, a lot of the activity breaks apart. Of course, this is a very weak system. It crumbles as it arrives, but it does bring the cloud cover and does give us a few shower chances. We're also going to see scattered showers through the evening commute hanging around. We'll start them off up north and then just kind of taper off through your I-5 corridor. So that's your Tuesday. By Wednesday, the clouds will transition out of here. We're going to have higher pressure building in. There's another weak storm up near the international border that could maybe bring a couple of raindrops towards the San Juans, but everybody else should be dry. And then on Thursday, we see that ridge build in. And so I think as we move into your end of the week, this ridging here does its job to push those storms out of the region. By the time we head into the end of your week, we still have the quote-unquote warmth, right? Mid to upper 50s maybe. And then we'll watch a system develop over the Gulf of Alaska, and that'll work its way down the British Columbia coastline. And this will bring us more wet weather, unfortunately, for the weekend. I know timing isn't the best, but it does move through for your Saturday, Sunday time frame. And you can see that with temperatures taking a tumble from Friday into Saturday. But until then, we're looking really nice with those temperatures climbing each and every day. So rainfall is going to be covered around basically Saturday, might trickle into Sunday, and then of course a few showers tomorrow. Other than that, everything's looking great, and temperature's not bad. So all in all, I'd say this week is another win.